You feel motivated one day, so you try and do all these things, and you buy courses and hire teachers and such, and then you don't want to do it, and then you don't. Now you feel bad about that, and then you stop feeling bad, so you try the next thing, and then it doesn't work out, and you don't want to do it, and you repeat. This isn't just for hobbies and new passions. You notice a problem with your life and you try to fix it by yourself, and you can't, so you hire a coach or a therapist, and it works temporarily, but it comes back. So you think that, oh, it must not be completely fixed. So you go back to the therapist and you go back to the life coach, and it works again temporarily, but it doesn't stick. And I want to help you get out of this pattern. There's a life that you are given, and there's a life that you get to live. There's a life that you make for yourself. Are you distinguishing the two? There is a life that you were given by your mom, by your dad, by your environment, by your gender, by your ethnicity, by where you live. There's a life that I was given. My mom has a personality that is based on love and validation. So unconsciously, I seek validation all the time. My dad has the life of an ADHD person. I get distracted all the time. That's the life that I was given. I am a Korean person. I get angry when there are territorial disputes about Korea, although it has nothing to do with me living in the United States because it's in my Korean given life. I am a guy. I happen to like robots and video games. And that's the life that was given to me because of my gender. I can go on and on. There is a life that I was given. And that given life is powerful because it is a habit. That given life wants me to live the given life. It doesn't want me to branch out. My mom and my dad probably don't want me to own a restaurant because that's not the life that they know. They are professors, they're hypnotherapists, and they're business owners. They don't want me to run a restaurant business because they are afraid of the unknown. And therefore, I pass that on to me, and I get afraid of the unknown, so I'll never open a restaurant. But that you have to distinguish. That's the life that was given to me. I have a life that's separate from the given life. I get to choose what kind of life I want to live. And that can be owning a restaurant. Or, I don't know, my parents are very financially conservative, so maybe I want to be even riskier. Maybe I want to take out a bunch of loans and I want to have a food truck. And maybe I want to live a life of traveling. Again, my given life will resist that because it doesn't know how to deal well with not being secure with the finances. Credit card bills always paid on time, out of risk of being in poverty. But if I continue to let that given life dominate my life, I can never live the life that I want to live. So here's why you feel bad, and here's why your solutions never stick. It's because you don't distinguish between the two. You think if after you get the therapy, after you get the coaching, after you get the pills and everything, your given life goes away and now you can start your new chapter of life. It's not how it works. Your given life is karma. Karma is way more powerful than you. And more importantly, you did nothing to deserve your karma. It's just something you get. And again, just by its nature, it wants you to stay in the same place and it wants you to repeat the cycle. It wants your children to be like you. It wants your children to carry on that karma. But you can't be defined by it if you want to live your own life. So, a lot of what happens is people don't have a will that is strong enough and they can't distinguish the life that was given and the life that they want to live. So they get washed up with the life they were given, and they continue living the life they were given. But every human being has the desire to live their personal power, personal legend. But they can't tell between the life that they create for themselves and this habitual past life that was given to them. And they keep mixing in the two. And they think it's a problem. So they think they're something that can't be solved. But how I want you to think about it, if you are watching this video, is yes, I'm gonna try to open up a restaurant. And now I'm gonna try to get a loan. My brain will resist the fuck out of that because my given life doesn't want me to do that. But now instead of arguing with it and instead of being like fight it, I let the I let the life that was given to me just come in. Okay, oh, you're here. I accept it. It's gonna pay me a visit. And it's gonna have tea with my brain. It's gonna tell me all this stuff, like you're gonna go bankrupt in a year and you're gonna blow everything, and you're not even that good of a cook, and why are you throwing all this away? You're wasting your time, blah 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 blah. But it can't continue thinking that way because you can't hold on to an emotion for a prolonged amount of time. So after a while, it's done talking, it's gonna leave. Now, when they're gone, you continue building the life that you want. If you know you want to hike to the top of the mountain, after you start the hike, you'll want to go back. After you start the hike, it'll be hard. After you start the hike, you'll want to quit. After you start the hike, you want to quit right here. After you start the hike and you keep going, and you're tired already, you're so tired. You want to eat more snacks. You want to take a nap. Maybe you should have brought a tent. Are you gonna call a helicopter? But like, after all of those reasons to stop, leave, you just continue walking to your path, and that's it. So distinguish between the life that was given to you and the life that you create for yourself. Accept that the life that was given to you wants to keep you in place. And it's very powerful. You're not going to be able to stop it. Just accept that. It's always going to pay a visit to your brain and just say, "Oh, you're here. Okay, let's just get this done with." And it'll talk to you, but it can't stay in your brain. Let that go and you just continue walking. Just continue walking. Keep walking. And that is how you can solve your life for good.